This is KUGAN CASSIUS for the CASSIUS and Herald Show here on BoxNation. I'm joined by LUCIEN REID, who's actually fighting tonight at York Hall. LUCIEN, you must be looking forward to your BoxNation debut.
I can't wait to impress. I'm raring to go. I've been training non-stop for 5 months now. Obviously, from my last fight, 30th of January, I've trained non-stop every day, Monday to Friday, and I am looking forward to it. And I will get a good knockout.
Well, we'll look forward to that. Obviously, we know that you made your debut last year, and you were signed to MATCHROOM. You've made the move over to Queensbury and BoxNation. What was the main reason for that, Lucien?
Main reason really is because I had 3 fights in a year when I've been like knocking people out early rounds, like first round, second round knockouts and stuff like that. So I should have been out like within the next couple of months. But obviously, I am happy where I am now. I've got a good contract with Frank Warren, and I speak to Frank Warren quite regularly as well. Like he always contacts me, asks me how I am. I think that's nice of a promoter to do that. Like he makes sure that I'm all right and looking forward to fighting.
You've had 4 fights to date, but in the back of your mind, you obviously envisaged that to be a higher number a year and a half after making your debut.
Yeah, massively. I thought I would have had 7 fights by now. And I thought I would have had 7 fights by now and had the title as well, if I'm honest. But everything happened for a reason. I'm moved.
So did you feel like if you'd stayed where you was, that you would have sort of had the same pattern and maybe sort of the same ratio of fights, which has probably led into your move now? You believe that you're going to be getting more fights?
Yeah, 100%. I believe that. And I know for a fact I wasn't one of the looked at fighters, even though I was winning in fashion, and I don't know why, I don't understand why, but I moved and I am getting a lot more notice. I've had a lot more media coverage in the last 3 weeks with BoxNation, so yeah, I am happy where I am.
Super bantamweight division obviously is a very strong one domestically. Before you even think about obviously getting onto that world scene, but you believe you can compete with the best in time?
Yeah, I know I can. I've sparred a few top elite fighters, and I've held my own. I've held my own against bigger fighters as well. So I know for a fact as soon as I get up there and get all the rounds underneath my belt, I'll be taking everyone out.
What do you know about your opponent you're facing tonight?
Nothing.
Straight nothing.
Nothing. Literally, I don't know what he looks like. I know his record, but that's the only thing. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know how tall, how big. I don't know anything about him. I don't really care either because it's a fight game. I'll go in there to fight.
But you kind of know what sort of fights you're expecting at sort of the early stages of your career, and it's about, you said you get the rounds in sparring anyway, but there's no substitute for getting the rounds in on fight night as well. But like I said, if you're knocking them out early as well, you can't be moaning about that either.
That's the truth. I am getting the rounds in the sparring, but to be honest, it's totally different in the ring. Like you feel a lot more different. Like the lights are on you, the pressure's on you. You've got everyone there cheering you on. Like I've got a title fight coming, which I can't really announce as of yet. But when it does come, me getting all the rounds in sparring in the fight game, it's going to be good because when I win that title, everyone will know what I'm about.
You obviously had a much accomplished amateur career. Is the pro game what you anticipated it to be?
The first year, no. I thought as an amateur, I boxed more as an amateur, and that was only in championships a year because I never boxed out of championships for some reason. To be honest, I haven't boxed that much as a pro to think anything of it as of yet. I haven't lived a pro lifestyle. So now I've got a big sponsor on board. I've got he sponsors like George Groves, big people like that. So he's helping me out now financially. So I don't have to work anymore. So now I can live the lifestyle of a pro.
You started your pro career training with Peter Sims. How's that relationship gone to date?
It's good. He's standing right behind you, so I've got to be careful putting his fist up. Yeah. So no, he's excellent. He does help me out quite a lot, especially where I ain't boxed for 5 months. Like he's helping me out with training, with everything to do with my life. So he is helping me out massively.
Glad he helped someone out.
Yeah, no,
obviously, the boxing world was rocked last week with the passing away of the greatest Muhammad Ali. Was you a fan of Ali, Lucien?
Yeah, massively. I was actually thinking, should I do the Ali shuffle in my fight? But I was thinking, no, I can't get my feet as quick as what he could. Like, I don't know how he done it as a super heavyweight. But yeah, I was a massive fan of him. Always watched a few of his fights, like Joe Frazier, all of them. But yeah, everyone's gutted about it. Like you look on Facebook and everyone's non-stop about it. So he was a legend.
Yeah, I think a global figure that even if you are not into boxing or weren't into boxing, everyone knew who Ali was, and they might not know all the history about, you know, what happened in his life and career. But like I said, he's a global figure.
Yeah, massively. I think there's not a person out there that doesn't know of the name Muhammad Ali, and that in itself, as a fighter, that's where you want to get to, because that, you know, you've made it then, and everyone's upset about him. Everyone, literally, I've seen it everywhere, all social media, anywhere.
2016, we're sort of approaching the end of this part of the season. How many fights do you anticipate having between now and sort of the end of the year?
End of the year, I'm looking at about 4 fights, because end of the season's August, right? So I could have potentially another 2 more fights before then, and another 2 more fights after then. So roughly 4 fights I'm looking at, and the title fight.
And the title fight, which you're keeping under your hat for the moment. 9th of July at the Manchester Arena.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just coming on to a different fight, actually. Tyson Fury rematches Vladimir Klitschko. What's your thoughts on this fight, Lucien?
I think it's going to be a lot harder for Tyson Fury. I think Klitschko knew that he didn't throw no right hands. I think he's trained a lot harder for Tyson Fury. But I do think Tyson Fury takes it. He's just slick. He's a slick fight, and he can get in people's head. I would hate to fight someone like him. Really hate that.
Potentially career ending for Vladimir Klitschko if he doesn't come here and win?
Yeah, massively. Yeah, he needs a win. I don't know how old he is, Matt, but he must be quite old. So, and he's really clever outside of boxing, so he can move on to other stuff. So he don't really need to box. He's a multi-millionaire. I don't know why he does it. It's a bit mad.
All right, well, listen, Lucien, we'll look forward to seeing your debut on BoxNation tonight. And like I said, best of luck with your career. A change of path for you, but let's hope it's a positive one.
Yeah, I'll make sure it is. Me and Peter's right behind me with everything that we're doing now, so it's going to be a good change. I can feel it now, even within a few weeks, everything's changed.
Lucien Reid, thank you very much for coming to CASSIUS on the show, and we wish you the best of luck tonight.
No, thank you a lot.